Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out the best design systems for 2021. There are a lot of new design systems which have been recently updated or been released. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. Now the first one is from Cred. Cred is India's most well-known credit card reward company. They have released their own design system which is called Synth, which is an open source design system based on neumorphism. This is quite interesting because a lot of companies haven't taken up neumorphism, but I'm happy to say that Cred has done it right. Now, apart from just having their UI library up front, they also have GitHub repos for both Android and iOS. So if you're developing an actual application, this will help you out a lot. They have this nice article which showcases how they have used neumorphism to improve their UI and how it has affected the user experience all in all. Now, a new design system by Merck, which is a 350-year-old company, has cropped up. Liquid is absolutely beautiful because not only does it have an entire design system, it also have all these cool UI elements that you can use around your designs. As you can see, 1500 plus UI assets including graphs, buttons. They've given you an in-depth of what all will included inside it, illustrations which I absolutely adore, a grid which they use in their websites and apps, motion, yes, you will also have all their motion guidelines. They have support for Figma, Sketch, React.js and React Native. So I think everything is covered according to modern guidelines. They have categorized everything in a very nice UI like this. You have bubbles, buttons, cards, filters, drop downs, etc. If I go inside one of these elements, drop downs is what I'm liking here. You can see how everything works, the motion, how everything stacks up together, and so much more. This is one of the most comprehensive design systems I've seen in quite a while. And kudos to the design team for designing such a clean and nice looking UI. They're also using a very interesting font called M font, which I think these guys have created on their own, which I really like, and it looks very futuristic and still very subtle. Now, I'm sure you've heard of the popular MNC called Red Hat, and they have their own design system laid out in front of you. The great thing I like about Patternfly is all the sections that they have. UX writing, yes. You can even see how to write proper copy or content for your websites or applications based on their systems. You have charts laid out completely differently. So if you are creating a chart app, you can see all this in real time. All this is actionable and works. If you like any of these components, you can either just copy the code straight up from here, or you can see the code happening live in Code Sandbox. And if you're someone who's trying to learn how to implement your designs into code, they have a training section. Yes, you can learn things like web design, React Native and React charts. And if you're someone who would like to work with them closely, yes, you can. You can create an issue, propose a design, and then submit your designs to them, and they will implement those changes and features. I think this is a great way to say, hey, we are here to listen. So one of those very functional, clean, and good looking UI kits or design systems, Patternfly by Red Hat, and I think you should try it out in your next project. Now imagine material design, but Russian. Yes, called Rambler is very interesting. It has a very interesting way of portraying different palettes, logos, fonts. They have a nice little palette. Kind of reminds me of material design, but it's quite different based on their own brand guidelines. And everybody cribs about, hey, there's no dark mode in this design system. Well, dark theme is there as well. You can always download their palette for your design systems as well. And as you can see, they have shown a little demo at the end of the page of these two forms, one created in dark scheme, one in light scheme. So if you're looking for a design system very similar to material design, but at the same time works very well with dark theme, I think this is the one to go for. Their thematic icons are actually very interesting and clean. They are an upgrade, I would say, to the material design icons. They've also showed you what attention to detail goes behind them, so I really appreciate that. Now, talking about dark designs, Vmware, virtual machine company, has come up with their own design systems called Clarity. And under that, they have an entire design system dedicated to dark mode. So all my dark mode lovers out there will absolutely love to use this design system. Everything is dark mode. The colors, the cards, the drop downs, the date pickers, which I absolutely like. Even their icons have been made according to this dark mode in mind. I'd say this is a comprehensive design library. The only thing that I had missing was the design system components. However, if you want to check out their entire design library and see the research psychology behind it, well, they have a vmware.design website in the form of research and user data. They also have a Medium page, which I am very happy about because you can learn a lot from this. I think this is more than just a design system. I think this is more a community, which I highly appreciate since we are running a community here as well. Now, recently, Italy went through a lot of hardship because of the pandemic. However, they've come up on top with a new design system. I'll quickly just convert this into English. They show how they've used it for their school websites, their municipality website, and wow, do these government websites look better than any other private website out there. They've showed you all the guidelines, every single thing, from user research to the user interface part of things. Everything is included. The UI kit is up front and available here. You can either see it in InVision or you can quickly download the source file, which I am assuming would be Sketch. Yes, Sketch Cloud. However, very conveniently, they have provided Figma file for this as well. If you're an Adobe XD user, don't feel left out. You can convert your Sketch design into Adobe XD, but just opening it in XD. Now, Spotify is one of the best designed applications out there. Even though a lot of people complain, but you can't deny they have one of the best design systems out there. Their design system is basically called Backstage that they use for almost all of their platforms. And as you can see, they have divided everything into very neat pages. The type, the color, the Backstage logo, which in this case you can use to get inspired for your own logo design. Now, this is not exactly the way Spotify presents it. Spotify uses this design system and adds their own styling over that. As you can see from some of these tables, the Spotify design guideline kind of pops out here. They've basically covered everything that you need for a dashboard as well, since the example they are using is mainly for a dashboard style of design. They also have their own separate individual community page as well, which kind of showcases their workflow in Figma, productivity blueprint, which you can use for yourself or your company, as well as how they execute design. They call it thoughtful execution tree. I think is very, very interesting. I think you should go check out both the Spotify as well as the Backstage library for amazing components as well as way to learn and go deeper with design systems. I have created a few videos on augmented reality, and augmented reality is the next big trend. So make sure you go check out those videos. Also, Google has their own set of guidelines for designing for AR. They have different components, environment, and content that you can check out. You can see how to place text on a screen for AR, how to place 3D elements here and there. All of this through these live demo kind of videos which is given. You see how everything is placed, and according to that you can even make your own AR apps come to life with this design system of sorts. I hope you like that short video. If you want such content every Monday and Thursday on your YouTube homepage, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also click that bell icon because that way you won't miss out on any juicy content or news. I'll see you every Monday and Thursday. Till then, take care. God bless.